Morning, everyone. I'm Krishna. Thanks for joining to this webinar training program. So let's start the session now. I hope all of you can see my video and also you can hear me very well. Myself, Krishna, I'm the business head. So today this webinar is all about a small training program about the ceiling speaker phone of phone 700 from AVer. So currently I'm using phone 700 here in this room. So that is which is mounted on top of the ceiling. And also I'm using the AVer CAM550. In fact, I'm using dual camera. There are two cameras have been connected. So I'll just start with a small presentation, maybe 5 minutes. I'll just run through what is all about phone 700 and the CAM550. And then I'll just give you a training how you can set up this CAM550 with phone 700 so that 3D voice tracking can be achieved. And also, in fact, I'll show you your dual camera tracking as well. I'll show you. So during last InfoCom in Mumbai, India, AVer has launched phone 700, which is a ceiling speakerphone. So this ceiling speakerphone can be used in a different applications. It could be huddle room, right from the huddle room to the training room. You can use it in a different way. So as you can see in the huddle room, you can use one ceiling speakerphone, or in the medium conference room, you can cascade 2 or 3, even 4. So this ceiling speakerphone supports up to 4 cascading method. So you can cascade up to 4 phone 700. So it has all-in-one ceiling solution. That means using a single USB cable, you can connect your PC to access the camera, mic, and speaker. And also you can take an output from the phone 700 hub. You can connect to the display. So single cabling structure, which actually diverse the configurations, right? And also the audio tracking with AVer cameras. So it supports up to 2 cameras. So you can integrate your other room devices also with this hub kind of can be display integrated. Also, you can integrate your third-party audio conferencing system as well. You can add your mixer or amplifier also. There is an input in the hub itself. So this all-in-one ceiling solution, it's something like this. So where the person is sitting in a chair, so on top of his head, this ceiling speakerphone can be mounted at 1.5 meter. So that is roughly from the ground. So we recommend to mount it around 2 to 2.5 meter from the ground. So this is the connectivity diagram of phone 700. So if you can see, all the phone 700 are cascaded with in and out configuration method. So there is a hub here. I'm sorry. So there is a hub here. This hub is a brain for the phone 700. So your speaker phones and the camera, display, and your PC, everything gets connected with the hub. In fact, your hub can be connected to the network also. So this is a simple connectivity, very simple. Just in a matter of hour, you can configure everything. So various type of room, how you can fix this phone 700. It has been shown in this slide. That yellow circle is the phone 700. So it has all the technology, the noise suppression, double top detection, and also reverberation. It reduces all those stuff. So I request all of you to mute your microphone, please. There is a technology in AVer, virtual audio and video. So audio tracking with AVer camera, which is done using 3D technology with the help of X, Y, Z coordinates. It is configured in such a way where the main thing is configuration, in the sense that's about 10 minutes configuration I'm going to run through now. I don't have to set any preset. So in a traditional method, you will have to have multiple presets to achieve this with the ceiling speakerphone, with the ceiling microphones. Traditionally, if at all you use any third-party ceiling microphones, if you have any camera, you can actually configure with your DSP, and you can have multiple presets. And based on the preset, the camera tracks, right? So here, those presets you don't have to set. It actually tracks the video, the person based on the XYZ coordinate with the help of the phone 700 hub, which is I'm going to show you now in some time. So this is how your phone 700 can be configured with dual camera. So it supports up to 2 cameras. Both should be AVer CAM550. Currently, only AVer CAM550 supports the audio tracking. So one camera can be focused on the left side of the conference room. One camera can be focused on the right side of the conference room. So you can configure it in such a way so that the camera can track accordingly. So I'll show you that as well. So these are all the few instructions. I don't want to talk on this. Okay, this will be the interesting slide for you guys. So the height, the optimal height to install the phone 700 from the ground, not more than 3 meters here. So as you can see in the slide, which is mentioned here, also the pickup range of the phone 700 is like this, where this bluish is marked like a pickup range. So it's like an umbrella. As you see, it covers like an umbrella. So if you mount it at 2 meters from the ground, so the pickup range will be 2.5 meter radius. So the radius is like this. From the center point, one side is radius, two sides is diameter, right? So you can achieve the pickup range up to 4.8 meter. So if you mount it at 2 meters from the ground, if you mount at 3 meters from the ground, you can still achieve roughly about 4 meter audio tracking. I mean, this is the best practice. This is what it's telling in this slide. This is another slide where you can see from the ground it has been installed at 2.5 meter, and the pickup range is about 2.1 meter radius. One phone 700. So 2 phone 700 in this table, if you see, this is a large rectangle shaped table where there are it's about 22 seaters, 22 packs, and 2 phone 700 is enough to cover the entire 22 packs conference room, as you can see. Because since it's covering up to 4 meter between one phone 700 to another phone 700, 4 meter pickup range is available. So 2 phone 700 can easily configure here in this kind of conference. So as I said, seamless integration with your other room devices like your handheld microphones or your external speakers. In fact, you can connect your mobiles also to this device into the hub using 3.5mm cable, and 2 cameras and 1 display, and of course your PC. So all can be connected with the phone 700 hub. So this is a simple connectivity. You do not have to give any power to phone 700. Just in and out, like one RJ45 cable will be connected to the phone 700 hub, and then you can see that 3rd and 4th, that is in and out. That here it is given 3rd and 4th is in and out. It is cascaded to the other speaker phones. So this is the phone 700 box where you have multiple interfaces here, and this is the mounting options. So mounting options, it could be your visa mount or the suspension mount, which is choke cables, the 3rd one, and the ceiling mount option is also available. So it can be customized as per the customer's location. So phone 700 comes with 3 years exceptional service and warranty, and all AVer cameras and speaker phones, everything comes with 3 years warranty. So this is the simple requirement. You need a PC to run the phone 700 device, and installing options, we don't have too much talk on this. So that's it. That's all about the presentation. So I'll quickly stop my presentation. Okay. So currently, I would like to just show you the entire room size first. So you can see it's a complete room size here. It is about 18 feet. The length is 18 feet, and the width is about 15 feet. It's 18 by 15, so it is a 7 packs room. So we have installed the phone 700 here on top. I hope you can see it. So we just for the we have removed one light, the ceiling light, and we have fixed this phone 700. Currently, we are using only one phone 700 in this conference room. So there are two cameras. One camera is kept at the center, and one camera is kept on the right side of me. Right, there are two cameras. Is kept. Yeah. So I'll show you the camera where it has been. Yeah. I hope you can see the camera. So this is the second camera. Currently, it is fixed.
नहीं उसकी लिफ्ट को बटन बंद करिया लिफ्ट बंद करिया
Can you please mute your microphone, please?
हाँ सबसे ऊपर भी एक बटन
All of you, can you please mute your microphone? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So this audio tracking can be can be done in a two different ways. So one is through the if at all you are using a single camera, you can actually configure this camera into the hub by connecting a RJ45 cable. Single RJ45 cable you can connect, and you can do a audio tracking without using any software. So earlier, when the phone 700 has been launched, AVer gave a solution where you have to install one application, that is AVer Room Management app, and then that room management app will run the backend settings, and it focuses the audio, it focuses the person whoever speaks, right? So that is how it was there earlier. But now, currently, the configuration is like this. If at all you are using one camera, I mean, all customers will not use two cameras, right? So if at all you are giving a solution to the customer with one camera, so you don't have to use any software. So this camera can be connected to the hub using a RJ45 cable, which is a LAN cable, and you can do an initial setup. I mean, of course, for doing an initial setup, you need a software. Just do the initial setup, and then you can start the voice tracking. So without running any application in the PC, the camera can track the people. So I'm going to show you the software now. I'll show how the initial setup to be done, because there are two ways you can configure this phone 700. One is the manual mode, manual method, which is a traditional way. I will just show you. Second one, AVer has introduced the barcode method of the alignment, the XYZ coordination alignment. So I'll show you that as well. So I'll share my screen again. If any questions and answer, we can talk later. Any Q&A, we'll have a separate session. We'll maybe at last 15 minutes, we will have that session for Q&A, right? So I could see one question from one of the partner, like CAM550, is it a speaker tracking camera or not? No, it is not a speaker tracking camera. CAM550 is a normal PDZ camera. So when we connect this CAM550 with phone 700 gives a flexibility where CAM550 becomes a audio tracking camera. So I forgot to tell you that. Thanks for the question. So I'll share my screen and then I will open the application. So the application is called Room Management from AVer. So this is the application. So as well as when you open the application, so you can see the number of devices which is connected with the PC, everything will be showcased here. So if there is a device connected to the IP network also will be visible here. Currently, we are not going to talk about the IP device. So currently, all these three devices are connected with phone 700 using USB cable. So two CAM550 and one phone 700 is connected, right? So the initial setup, once the initial setup is done, for example, your phone 700 is installed at a proper height and all the cablings have been done, what we have to do is we'll have to go to the camera setting. So we have to go to camera. So here we'll have to go to the setting. So if at all you're using one camera, you can actually do it from the preset link. Here there is an option called preset link, right? So if you put it off, so currently it is running based on the app mode. So as I said, you can do the video tracking with two modes. One is IP mode. As I said, using the RJ45 cable, you can do it. One is an app mode. Still, you can do it from the app mode. Currently, I have configured in the app mode. So if you put it off, you will have to configure it with the preset link application. So that can be configured in a different way. So currently, I'm not talking about that. So currently, it is in the app mode in the software version. So I'll go to settings here. So to run this camera as a voice tracking camera, we will have to do a setting here. The tracking mode should be manual frame. Since it's CAM550, it does not have the audio tracking feature, whereas CAM570 is having an inbuilt audio tracking feature. But here CAM570 does not have any audio tracking feature. So we'll have to select manual frame here, and then the AI detection source should be main lens. So it should be manual frame and then main lens. This is the main settings should be selected. So all this you can customize the camera moving speed, framing speed, however you want, you can have it. So currently I've selected high speed and the framing size is narrow here. However you want, you can select it. So these settings are not mandatory to have to be like this, right? So you can, it is up to your wish, your customer requirement. However you want, you can do it. But first two options, the tracking mode should be manual frame and the AI detection should be main lens. That is important here. And then I will show you. Okay, so I'll show you this option as well. So as I said, the preset link. So this is the option for the preset link. It is just like in a multiple webinars we have shown this option we have already discussed. So here, if at all you connect phone 700, as you see, the last the microphone is called phone 700 here. So if I put it on, I will have to configure the IP address of the phone 700, and then it can be accessed via network. So in that configuration, we don't have to run this application in the background. So currently, we are not using this preset link. Currently, we are using the app mode. So that is how we have been doing this. So once the camera is done with the setup, so now we'll have to go to the phone 700. So currently, two cameras are connected. So both cameras have been configured in the same way. It has been kept in manual frame and it has been kept as a main lens. So now I'm going to the phone 700 settings here. So I mean, these are all the customizable. However you want, you can configure it, sleep timer or anything, you can configure it. So the main settings are available in audio and audio tracking here. So to achieve the audio tracking, we'll have to go here. And then if you see the installation height, the installation height is very important here. As you see, the installation height, what we have mentioned is about 95 inch. Here you can mention it in the centimeter also, or you can mention it in inch also. Currently, our phone 700 is installed from the ground at the height of 95 inch. So there are two CAM550s connected. So currently, I have selected this CAM550 as a primary camera, this one. And then this camera is upright. It could be upside down also. But if at all you are choosing this upside down, both cameras should be upside down. Please remember. So, but I recommend please always use upright to give a better view. So I would always prefer upright. Here, as I said, two calibration processes are available. One is set manually, another one is set with QR code. So currently, I have done with the simplest one, that is with QR code, I have done it. So I will just let me just put this audio tracking off. Also, I'll put this dual tracking off. I'm going to show you how we are going to configure this phone 700, how to calibrate it using manual mode, right? So I'm going to just click on this redo button. So this is the traditional way. Now, as soon as you click this button, it will ask you, we'll have to position this, as you can see here, that is the image which is shown at the bottom. You will have to position this like this. I'll just show you how you position. This line should be like this. So you can control it from the remote also, or you can control from this place also. I think this is perfect. So the line should be like this. So you are just letting know the camera that where is the phone 700 located. Okay, so I just click next. Now we will have to choose the edge, two edge of the phone 700. So this is edge number 1. I'll have to click here as 1. This is edge number 2. I will have to click here 2. As you can see here, it is clearly mentioned here. So you can just choose like 1 and 2 here. So you are mentioning this is the edge of the phone 700. I'm just clicking next. And this is one important thing. So here you will have to select where is the AVer logo. So currently you're not able to see the AVer logo because this barcode which is pasted on the phone 700 is hiding the AVer logo. Actually, the AVer logo is just here, just behind this paper, right? So the AVer logo is this way. So the direction of the AVer logo is facing towards the camera. So we will have to select here. Assume the AVer logo is this side here, then I will have to choose this side here. So currently the AVer logo is here, which is focusing on the camera, towards the camera. So the AVer logo is here. This is upright. So the AVer logo is this side, then we'll have to choose this. So please remember, this is very important. If at all you are configuring phone 700 using manual method. So currently, this is our position of phone 700, and then I click next. And this is how you have to choose the center point of phone 700. This is the next option, next step. So here I will have to choose the center of phone 700. So here, since the barcode sticker is there, I'm just assuming that this is the center of phone 700. Okay, so should be this is the center of phone 700. If I'm right, let's see. So I'll just click next. There you go. Now the phone 700 is done. The testing is done. I think I've done a perfect configuration because it has to be like this. So once the configuration is done, then it is actually a testing process. So once it is done, the box, whatever you see here, the box should be visible and the plug symbol should be at the center of the person who is speaking, right? So this is how the configuration should be done. So once the configuration is done, I will have to choose this box, tick mark the box, and then I'll have to done. Once it is done, that's it. Using a single camera, I have done the configuration of phone 700. So I'll stop the presentation and then I will show you the tracking. Let me just show you the tracking and stop the presentation. Now I have enabled the audio tracking. I have stopped the okay, hold on. Okay, currently we are not using any dual camera. We are using a single camera with the audio tracking. So I would love to enable the audio tracking now. Okay, so the audio tracking is enabled now. As you can see, I started to speak. The camera is focusing to me. I request Priyanka to speak from a different side. Let's see the camera, how the camera focus.
Hi, this is Priyanka from A&T. So I'm just sitting opposite to Krishna sir. On the primary camera is looking at me. I'm in the primary camera region. So accordingly, the primary camera is seeing me.
So I request now some other people to speak so that you can see how the camera is focusing. Maybe Prasanna.
Hi team, this is Prasanna. I am currently working as a customer support engineer at AMD Video Networks. Now I am continuously speaking. The primary camera is automatically focusing to me.
So basically, the CAM570, which is comes with the by default speaker tracking technology. So this is the new one. Like the CAM570 has a limitation up to 30 feet. We can use it. So if it is what more than 30 feet, so we can use this kind of technology to give the fulfilled solution for the speaker tracking.
Okay, so now if you see, we are currently using a single camera. I've not configured a dual camera. Currently, we have been using only one camera. I hope you could see how easy the setup was. The traditional way of doing, have one mic on top and have your DSP, have your processors, have presets, multiple presets, right? I did not set any preset if you see. It is called 3D voice tracking. So the camera took automatically where the audio is coming from using the XYZ method, and the camera tracks whoever speaks, right? So using a single camera, you can do a setup like this. If it is a dual camera, I'll show you that setup as well. How the configuration should be done.
So there is one question, Krishna, that whoever speaks immediately after it will track. So now you can see somebody asked one question, right? So while Krishna is speaking, immediately I start. Immediately started to track the question. Now again, Krishna will start immediately.
Yeah, so I think you want to know the time delay between one person to another person, right? So the technology is like this. So my voice should go to the microphone. Microphone should give a command to the hub. Then the hub will trigger the camera. So it has to happen, right? So it may take about 3 to 4 seconds. So based on the room acoustic and based on the distance where you sit, it all depends on that. But it should not be more than 3 to 4 seconds. That is what we have experienced. So we will configure the second camera, and then if you have any questions, any clarifications, you can ask it in the question and answer session. I'm happy to assist you guys. So I'll just share the screen again. So with this, how you configure the dual camera? So I'll show you that now. Let me share my screen now. All the questions I will answer you later, guys. Sorry for that. We have very short time. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah, so currently we have done the configuration for one camera. It is done. So this configuration I've done for only one phone 700. Assume if you have 2 second, third, and fourth speaker phones, you will have to configure X, Y, Z direction. You will have to set the distance between the first speaker phone to the second speaker phone. Unfortunately, I do not have second or third or fourth speaker phone here, so I cannot show you that. But somehow I can show from here. So here, there's an option called dual camera tracking. Here at the bottom, dual camera tracking. So just go to the setting here. Some small configuration you have to do it. So it's already done. My configuration, I've already enabled the dual camera tracking. So as you can see, this primary camera, secondary camera, and the phone 700 area. It is all configured. I'll just show you. So primary camera area, this green. This primary is configured as green, as you can see. The phone 700 is kept on the center of the room here. For example, the phone 700 pickup range is like this. So each and every box from the square considers 50 centimeter, as you can see. This is 50 centimeter. So the radius could be about 2.5 meter from the phone 700. So I have configured the primary speaker phone here. This green line. So I draw here. This green line. This is primary speaker phone. So secondary camera. This pink one is a secondary camera. Here I have drawn using secondary camera. So I would like to just delete it I'll show you one by again. So I've deleted it. So secondary camera, I'm going to draw again here. So I can just draw like this. So this is basically left side of the phone 700. This is right side of the phone 700. So this is, you can, in fact, you can just delete this. However you want, you can configure it. This is a customized one, complete customized one. So currently we have configured like this. So why I have configured here as a primary camera, because you could see that one person is sitting at the main chair. So when he speaks, I want the primary camera to track him. So the whole location here, so it's actually not this much location, it is this much location only. It's because the coverage itself is this much only. So I just drawn like this. I mean, there is nothing harm by doing like this. So you draw like this, and here, and then you will have to choose the secondary camera position. This is very, very important. So here, the second camera position is like this. So I have calculated this already from the speaker phone. Where is the secondary camera position? This X direction, Y direction, and Z direction. That it has to be. I cannot tell you which is X, which is Y in this webinar, because it would be a little difficult for me to tell you, also to visualize for you guys. So currently we have configured like X is -24. That is the camera is positioned at -24 inch from phone 700, and the Y direction is -48, and the Z direction is the height basically. So I mean, it is easy for me to explain you, because the camera is kept under 38 inch from phone 700. So I hope you can understand the camera height is kept under 38 inch from the phone 700 height. So that is called Z. So here we have already set that out, and I have drawn here, and I click done, and then I choose this dual camera tracking enable. I'm just going to enable it. Now it is on. Now I put it off. This 3D audio tracking, I'm just putting it on, and then switching it again. So I will have to choose. The important thing is, in the Teams, you will have to choose AVer USB VCam. That is very important. So you will have to choose AVer USB VCam. So once you choose it, the camera will automatically switch from one camera to another camera. So I'll just switch off the camera and then switch it on. I'll show you the dual audio video tracking. Now currently the camera is focusing to me. That is a secondary camera. I request Priyanka to speak from a different direction. Let's see how the camera focuses to her.
Hi, so I started speaking from the opposite direction, and the primary camera started focusing on me.
So due to some reasons, the video got freeze. So again, we logged out and logging again. So you can see this is focused the secondary camera to me.
Hi team, now we are checking primary and secondary for CAM550 camera. Now I am continuously speaking. The primary CAM550 camera is focusing to.
Hi everyone, now I start to speak. When I start to speak, the primary camera starts focusing me.
So he is the person sitting in the center. So as Krishna mentioned that the primary camera focus to the main person. So this is how it configured. So I am speaking continuously. The secondary camera focus to me. So now you can see in between the main hub, it will switch to me.
Yeah, so I'm speaking now. So let's see the camera is focusing me or not. Yeah, its camera is focusing to me. Just fraction of a second, the camera focused to me now. Right. So I request Priyanka to speak again, or I request Prasanna to speak from a different direction. Yeah.
Hi team, now I am currently speaking with the primary side region. Camera is automatically focusing me.
So suddenly previously it is not switching to me and focused to me. Now again the camera focused to me. Now you can see my view is visible.
Yeah, so it's all based on the configuration. So how you configure, how effectively you configure. Because when I draw, there is a gap. I hope you saw, right? When I draw, there was some gaps, right? So those gaps should not be there. So we'll have to configure it in proper way so that the camera will track automatically in a proper position, because during the webinar session, I just want to show you guys how the camera works. So that is how it works, right? It is very simple, because I just wanted to let you know that during the webinar itself, we could configure 2 cameras with one phone 700. That was the whole concept. So this is how this 3D audio tracking works. So single camera, someone said, like, single camera could be a beautiful solution. So if there is a conference room for 20 feet by 30 feet, you can actually have a single camera itself. So you can have 2 speaker phones and have one single camera, and that will do the job.
So for the dual camera is not that much confused. So just assume left side and right side. So one camera focus on the left side, the other camera focus on the right side. So the left side camera focus to the right side people, and the right side camera focus to the left side people. That's it.
It's all about the need and application of the camera. And somebody is asking the delay. So we will talk about this in the question and answer session. So there are requirements nowadays comes up, because you have a table here, a conference table, and assume 10 people are sitting this side, 10 people are sitting that side, right? Camera, can be positioned in front of me, and I can have a display there. And one display can be positioned this side, and one camera can be positioned on top of the top of the display. So 2 cameras. It is like when people speak from that side, this camera will be available. When people sit and talk from this side, that camera will be available. So it is like a telepresence, like people want this kind of solutions also. So that is how AVer got this kind of solutions. So we have some interesting solutions. If at all you want you want more than 2 camera solutions, so we have that is in our Pro series. That is another gentleman takes care of that Pro series, and we used to conduct webinars for that series as well. So currently this is 3D audio tracking with 2 cameras with phone 700. So with that, I think I'm done. So last 10 minutes we can have for question and answer session. Maybe we can have question and answer now. Any questions you can ask us. So let me just answer you one by one. Do you have any questions? Can you just send one by one your questions? Okay, I see one question from a client. My client has a 40-seater boardroom, and if you can use one 550 or 570, we need audio tracking, and we will use phone 700 with 4 extensions. Okay, so Mr. Pramod, so you are saying you have a 40-seater boardroom, right, of your client, and I would not recommend to use CAM570 there, because of course the 40-seater boardroom will be more than 30 feet conference room, right? So CAM570 tracks the audio up to 30 feet only. I mean 10 meter. So 10 meter is for the CAM570, but that is a boundary, that is a range. If at all beyond 10 meter, you will have to go for CAM550 with multiple speaker phones. Based on the room size, we can suggest you multiple speaker phones. That is the answer for your question, Pramod. Thank you so much. So you said the quality of the video and audio is excellent, much better than earlier. That's because of some network issue or some Teams glitch. Sorry for that. So what is the audio pickup range of single phone 700? So in this room, we are using single phone 700, as I said. So this room size is 18 feet by 12 feet. So for this room, one phone 700 is enough. So the phone 700 pickup range is about effectively 4 meter diameter, or it could be 5 meter also, 2.5 meter radius, or it could be between 4 to 5 meter based on the room environment. The diameter, right? Diameter is between 4 to 5 meter. Single phone 700 pickup range. So next question is, what is maximum range for single camera speaker tracking? So to be honest, there is no range for a. Your question is, what is maximum range for single camera speaker tracking? So I do not actually understand your question, but it is like there is no. So even for a 60 feet conference room, you can use this. For example, you have one phone 700 at the 60th feet, okay, and you have one CAM 540, 550, and you speak, the camera will track. So there is no range actually. It's based on the configuration how we do it at the customer location. Pramod Acharya, 2 number CAM550. Yes, so you can configure 2 CAM550s. Yes, if at all it is needed for your customer 2 CAM550, you can configure. So the next question from Shanmugha Sundaram: can we deploy phone 700 with third-party camera? No, Shanmugam sir. Currently, phone 700 can be deployed only with CAM550. So if you need audio tracking, so remember there are 2 things. You can use phone 700 independently. For example, if you do not wish to use AVer cameras, you can still use with third-party cameras. If customer is having third-party camera, you can still use phone 700, but audio tracking will not work. So phone 700 with CAM550 gives the 3D audio tracking, but phone 700 hub supports any USB-based cameras. It could be any OEM. So it supports any third-party camera, but audio tracking will not work. So phone 700 does not work with CAM520 Pro 3 Shanmugam sir. Can we use, okay, the question is, can we switch off the blue light? Yes, you can actually switch off the blue light. That is possible. How many microphones in phone 700? Phone 700 is having 21 microphones. So three omnidirectional microphone and 18 unidirectional microphones. That is total 21 microphones. Okay, so distance between the camera and my seat, it's about 5 feet. So somebody is asking the distance between myself and the camera. It's more than 5 feet, I would say. It's 6 feet.
Last to see.
Okay, what is the distance of your camera from the last seat? Okay, so the last person who is sitting from the camera, it's about 15 feet. It's 15 feet from the camera. 15 feet, yeah. So the next question, if 2 number CAM550 are used, then can we have them programmed for audio tracking? That is what we did, Pramodji. 2 CAM550 is connected and it is programmed for audio tracking. So when I speak, this camera is tracking me, which is kept in a different direction. When someone else speaks, the different camera tracks. That is how it is configured now. Thank you so much, Shanmugamji. Thanks. Okay, I think the questions are over. If there is anything else, please let us know. We are there to support you. I hope we are done. I mean, it's almost 11:31 now. We are done. So any questions, any clarifications, you can send us an email. So we are just sending our email ID, and of course, you will get the recorded video of this. Maybe in your email, more the registered participants, you can get the recorded video of this, and then we can check that. So we will send our email ID now in the chat box. Kindly note that. Yeah, we will send the recording video with you. Yeah, those who have missed this seminar, they can actually send this. To help for me to set up this webinar training program. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.